Hello everyone, our group 4. Our group topic is income equality in developing countries. The perspective I have chosen is to analyze the issue of income equality in developing countries from an educational level. Education is a decoration for the rich and a refuge for the poor. The ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle believed that the rich flaunted their wealth through education while the poor sought survival skills through education. And in recent years, the relationship between education and income equality has attracted widespread attention. Baker and Chase-Wick believe that investing in education can result in better balancing of the distribution of income. On the other hand, using income function means argues that in addition to basic income, which does not depend on education, the income of each person is influenced by investment on education. I believe that the relationship between education and income equality is related to the following aspects: uneven distribution of educational resources, differences in educational quality, and issues with the education system. Education is not only about providing knowledge and skills, but also a key factor in shaping people's social status and economic prospects. Unfortunately, there still exists inequality in education levels and income globally. Persons' level of education largely determines their competitiveness in the job market. Therefore, educational attainment has become a barrier between a person and poverty and economic equality. And how to solve the problem of education level and income equality? The government should increase investment in education resources and ensure fair distribution of educational resources. At the same time, provide free compulsory education and establish a scholarship system to help children from poor families receive good education. By improving the allocation of educational resources and providing more educational opportunities, we can gradually narrow the gap between educational attainment and income, achieving more equitable and sustainable social development. I believe that the governments, society, and individuals all have a responsibility to work together to promote education accessibility and equity, and provide equal development opportunities for everyone, and achieve a balance between education level and income. Only this way can we build a more fair and prosperous society. And the next one.
Okay, my perspective is social aspect. In Mumbai, a billionaire lives in a 27-story pyramid skyscraper, while his mate sleeps on the pavement below. This isn't just inequity, it's a social time bomb. From a social perspective, income inequity in developing countries stems from women's disadvantaged position in the labor market. Limited education, wage gaps, job discrimination, and unpaid household labor reduce their economic participation and income, reinforcing broader social inequity. Gender-based income inequity in developing countries has serious long-term impacts. As the World Bank highlights, women's limited access to education, fair wages, and job opportunities harms not only their livelihoods but also national growth and social stability. If left unaddressed, it will deepen poverty, widen income gaps, and block inclusive development. Ignoring the issue, as emphasized by the OECD, means wasting the potential of half the population, an urgent problem that demands action. To reduce gender-based income inequity in developing countries, coordination action is needed across education, labor policy, and entrepreneurship. Governments and partners should ensure equal access to quality education for girls, enforce equal pay and anti-discrimination laws, and support women-led businesses through funding and training. This integrated approach is practical, scalable, and sustainable, as it empowers women at the grassroots while promoting inclusive economic growth. Unlike one-size-fits-all solutions, this model addresses systemic barriers and unlocks the full economic potential of half the population, benefiting not just women but entire societies. Now it's time to act. Let's raise awareness, advocate for change, and promote inclusive workplaces. Investing in women's potential builds a sustainable, inclusive future for all. Okay, that's all for me.
Hello everyone, my name is Qingyu. My speech title is Fixing Income Inequality in Developing Countries. Many developing countries are growing fast, but the rich are getting richer, and the poor are still struggling. Why is that? Today I will talk about how government money, tax, and spending can help reduce this problem, the problem, situation, and complication. Even with more money in the economic, income inequality is still a big problem. In cities, people often earn much more than those villagers. Some groups have good jobs and service, but others do not. This is not fair, and it's also dangerous if we don't fix it. Poor people won't get good education, health care, or housing. It will be hard for them to change their life. So we must take action now. The solution. What can we do? We suggest three important steps. Better tax. Rich people should pay more tax. Also, we can't tax property and inheritance. This give more money to the government. Smart spending. Use that money to help people, building schools, hospitals, and homes, especially for poor areas. Be honest and clear. The government must show where the money goes. People and need to trust the system. We can start smart. In the first 1 or 2 years, make tax fair and use computer to track money. After that, fix how we give help and use data to fund who need support the most. Why our plan is special. Our ideas is not just one small fix. It looks at whole system, both tax and spending. We also use technology to fund to help the people to who it most. This makes help faster and smarter. In the long run, people have better live. The country will grow stronger. Call to action. What is next? We ask leaders to change the tax and spending system, researchers to give advice and data, international groups to help with money and train, and everyone to speak up and watch how the government is spending. Let's make sure money is used to build bridges, not walls. Together, we can create a better, fair. Thank you. Next person.
Hello. Hi, everyone. The next part is the political perspective. Imagine a country where the richest 1% own as much wealth as the bottom 90% combined. This isn't fiction, it's a daily reality in many developing countries. But income inequality isn't just about money. It's a political crisis. In countries with weak governments and corporations, the wealth of few influence policies to protect the interests. Meanwhile, programs meant to help the poor are underfunded or misused. As a result, power and opportunities stay in the hands of a few, leaving the majority unheard and undeserved. This is more than unfair, it's dangerous. It's a political time bomb. When people feel excluded from both economic benefits and political decisions, it can lead to protests, instability, or even conflict. If we don't act, inequality will continue to fuel divisions, weaken democracy, and create space for activism. What's needed is a real political reform. Governments must adopt progressive actions, strengthen anti-corruption bodies, and ensure fair public spending. Civil society should be empowered to hold leaders accountable, and international support should help build stronger institutions. Unlike economic fix alone, this approach targets the political roots of inequality. It promotes transparency, justice, and long-term stability, giving people not just income, but voice and power. So let's stop seeing equality as just a number. Let's talk about it, act on it, and push for change. Because only when policy serves everyone, not just the powerful, we can build a more just and equal future. That's all for our group idea pitching presentation. Thank you.